Greetings Internet, my name is Sir Swagelton and welcome back to Pokemon Ethereal Gates and Holy Evolutions Batman. That was a lot to take in, wasn't it? On the last episode, we went ahead and took on the second gym leader and we managed to beat him by the skin of our nose and completed the demo as of version 1. So, if you missed that episode, definitely go back and check it out because it was definitely a really cool gym and another really nice battle. Not as hard as Regina, but that's a-okay with me. So today's episode is going to be all about showcasing. We're just doing nothing but showcasing Pokemon. I have spent a lot, and I do mean a lot, of time training people up. We're actually hanging out in this city right here because it has my favorite music in the game, so I'm enjoying the music and just swaying back and forth. I actually was looking at the Ethereal Gates Twitter, and I saw this image of as of 1.1, there's a new mystery Pokemon, or mystery gift, and it's a Static, but it's a special Static with a hidden ability, and it also said, or at least it looked like it said something about changes to its evolution designs. So, I don't know if if version 1.1 actually came out or not, but if it did, / when it does, we'll definitely be checking out that Static and see how we can compare its evolutions to the old one that we have. But for now, again, this episode is going to be nothing but showcasing. I've got 6 Pokemon you've never seen in this LP before, chilling with me right now. We've got a few more evolutions to do, a couple of stone ones, and one that I wanted to do on screen. We're going to show off people, read Pokedex entries, and all that other happy-go-lucky stuff. So if you're excited for all that, give that like button a nice little poke for me. And without further ado, let us see who we're rocking with. These guys aren't going to be coming on and off in the layout down below like it has been, because honestly, what's the point? But right now, this is the evolved form of Ururi. Dolomite, and this guy I really like. I like the like topaz like stones, but he's level 25. That is what level that they evolved. There is another evolution too, but again, like I said in my update video, we're not going to do any evolutions over 30 because my second badge only allows Pokemon up to level 30. So there'll be plenty more to see in the future anyway. But Dolomite is rocking Smackdown, Mudslap, Rock Polish, and Headbutt. Next, we have Arsoline. This is the evolved form of Kit Torch. This is actually a shiny Arsoline. And it is Fire Electric, and I absolutely love it. If I hadn't chose Fernling, I definitely would have chose Kit Torch, and I definitely would rock this guy, shiny or not. I love the fact that it's Fire Electric. It's so cool, but Arsoline evolves at level 16, and ours is a modest nature, and it is rocking Scratch, Thunder Shock, Flame Charge, and Focus Energy. Next, we have Harabril. This is the evolved form of the goat, and I mean, we've seen him right at the beginning, chilling with the professor, but we have our own. Evolves at level 24, still normal type, modest nature as well. I don't think that's a good thing for Harabril, but whatever. Rocking Headbutt, Stomp, Stun Spore, and Double Kick. So, I personally think it would be really cool if this turned into a fighting type. I don't know why, I just think it would be cool. I understand why it's normal, but that's just my personal opinion. Next, we have a Banshee. This is the evolved form of Caspook, and I love this thing. This Ghost Line, Caspook, Banshee, and I like the design of the third one too. I've seen it already. But this guy is awesome. His quiet nature rocking Will-O-Wisp, Nightshade, Hypnosis, and Dark Pulse. Evolves at level 25. And then we have Badger. This is the evolved form of Dimals. It is a ground dark type. It is super cool. It is a fat badger with a quiet nature rocking Mudslap, Headbutt, Crunch, and Sand Attack. And finally, I believe, this is 6? I think so. But this is the evolved form of Fugraf. This is Monglare. Again, one of my favorites from this game. Now, look at that badass design. Evolves at level 26, is now a Fire Dark. That's like the best type combination you can have. This thing is awesome. And it is a naive nature. There are its stats with Intimidate, rockin' Feint Attack, Thunder Fang, Howl, and Fire Fang. It learned Thunder Fang and Fire Fang, or no, it already knew Fire Fang, but it learned Thunder Fang when it evolved. So I was like, that's awesome. So those are the current people we are rocking with. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and show them off in battle really quick. This is right here. This primarily has been where I have done all of my training. Because even though there are stronger Pokemon on the next route, I found it easier to train here, especially with Wild Odoms. So this is Dolomite, and again, a lot of these guys don't have animations, but I'm actually surprised to see that he actually has a full sprite, because a lot of them were cut off as well. But we know what to do with these guys, or I do, just smack them on the ground. And that is that. So this is Dolomite. Dolomite is really cool. Definitely a awesome rock Pokemon, but no, don't headbutt. Switch with Arsaline. So now we gotta show off Arsaline, which I'm guessing Arsaline will have a back animation because Volpant does. And this guy right here, this guy is this version's game of Auto. Oh no, Arsaline doesn't have an animation. Weird. I haven't actually used Arsaline in battle, but we can just go ahead and flame charge it for now. Stab, fire, and stab electric. That's so cool. There should be a fire electric. That should be a real thing someday. Because I mean, even in Avatar, The Last Airbender, the firebenders can bend lightning, which is essentially, well, not essentially, is electricity. So that was Arsaline. So next we have Ethereal. Look at Banshee. Look at the way that eye's twitching, twitchy. But I just say, it took a lot to get all of these Pokemon gathered up and all of that. But oh man, it felt really good to do. Let's just headbutt you and look at this guy. Look at him. He's got animation and everything, but he's kind of like a mascot for the Pokemon game. I know we're kind of flying through these guys, but there are a lot to show off. So, and as per usual, I know this is kind of going to be it's kind of like I do in Insurgents, the season finale. Unless 1.1 is already out and I can update my game and we have more to show off. But for now, this is essentially... Oh, actually, you're Fairy. Whatever. Dark Pulse it anyway. This is Banshee, but these guys will always be around, and if there's ever one in particular you want to see more of, there is plenty to go around. No, don't headbutt. Anyway, completing as much of the Pokedex as I could was a lot of fun. The only thing I hope is that we get a password for Bubble. I mean, it doesn't even have to be shiny. Yeah, see, this is what happens a lot with the sprites, how it's cut off like that. I mean, we've been seeing it the whole time. Look at this fat badger. This guy, though, was one of the harder ones to train up. Because look at it, he's level 28 right now. I need to train him, like, I don't know, so I don't even remember how many levels. I think I caught him around level 10. So I had to train him, like, almost 20 levels to get him to evolve. Last but not least, we have Montclair, which, for the record, for those of you who might be wondering, what is our actual team? Our actual team right now is Volpant, our starter, Montclair, the Ghost, I already forget, what is it? A Banshee. And unfortunately, Montclair's face is missing still, but we can Fire Fang it. But so we've got basically the two people with us right now, our starter and Final, the normal psychic type. So that's all of these guys. So let's go ahead and go back to the box and round up a few more, because we still got plenty to show. We've got Pokedex entries to read. Oops. So let's boot up this PC and just show, like, look at all of this. Unfortunately, Hun Bear still hasn't evolved, but that's nothing new. This is the other person that's officially in our party. And then, so then we got this guy. We're gonna move you in, and we'll give you the proper introduction that you... No, go back to that box. No, you. And then you come with me. I can't go from here to the up, and it's sad. Place, and then we need you. Look at that shiny bird. You come with me. We need you, which I will explain who this little birdie is in a minute. And we also need You, we need free beer. Free beer. And I believe that's all the evolutions, but we also need you. So why don't you go ahead and come with me, and we'll deal with you in just a second. All right, I think that's everybody. We already showed off Rabus, Jinkai, and yeah, that's everyone. Abduscus. All right, so now we have a few more. So let me finish before I do this. So we have Poswipe. This is the evolved form of Opabi. It is a pure dark type, a really, really cool looking rat. Ours is a sassy nature, has anticipation, not the best stats in the world, decent attack, but everything else is kind of meh. Rockin' takedown, baby doll eyes, quick attack, and bite. Evolves at level 21, so nothing really new with the moveset, it's just a really cool design. Next we have Technut. This is the evolved form of Magnut, and it's pretty cool. Gets a little fatter. I'm guessing the other side of it looks just like that first side, but this is the other guy. I had to go all the way to level 28 to get this guy, and when you're trading off of between 7 and 10s, that takes a while. But anyway, our Technut is a calm nature. Look at that. This was some good stats. You know, not terrible. Technician as well. Rockin' Vice Grip, Thunderwave, Magnet Bomb, and Double Edge. Next, we have Salty. This is, your actual name is Malberine? I think that's what it's called, Malberine. But this is the evolved form of Albaloo. This version's game of Wingull. This is this version's game of Pelipper. And I gotta say, this version's game of Pelipper is way better than Pelipper. It is a fat bird, but it's a really cool fat bird. Water flying type. Ours is a brave nature. Ooh, keen eye. Rocking quick attack, water pulse, supersonic, and wing attack. Next, we have Cufflink, or Baytwee, as how it's called. And how you get this guy, and actually show you, because it's a trade right here in this town. You need to catch an avalanche, and if you remember a while back, there was a girl who offered to do a trade, and I want to say it was this house. But she said if only the little girl wasn't missing. This person right here will trade you a Baytwee for an avalanche. It's the only way to get Baytwee as of the demo. So, but this is how you get Baytwee, and Baytwee evolves at level 24. So we're gonna have a couple battles with Baytwee, and then we will see the evolved form. But Baytwee, ours is a rash nature, rocking gale wings, and also has aerial ace, endeavor, leer, and quick attack. Hi again, Salty. And next we have free beer, or the evolved form of Polby Allergen. We saw one, the second gym leader had one of these last time, but ours is shiny. And honestly, the only reason I rose up the shinies over the ones I caught is because the shinies were level 10s, while the ones I caught were level like 4 and 5, something like that. So I was like, save myself a few levels and raise up the shinies. Ours is a brave nature. It's got Zen mode, so that's what was happening. For those of you who missed the last episode, whenever it would get low on health, it turned into like a wasp, and it was really cool, and that's its Zen mode. Ours knows Tackle, Leech Life, Gust, and Poison Sting. And then we have Barkush with us. We all know who Barkush is, but Barkush is with us for a very specific reason. Now, if you remember, a couple of the passwords were for Fire and Thunderstones. And it just so happens, if you give a Barkush a Firestone, it'll evolve. Why do you give the water type a Firestone and it evolves? Well, because it turns into a water fire type. And I'm evolving mine now because I don't plan on using Barkush, but I strongly recommend waiting, because once this guy evolves, he does not learn any more moves by level up, at least as of this demo. And you are stuck with the moves that you've got. But anyway, without further ado, we can watch another evolution, and this is the evolved form. Look at it, finally doing one live instead of just a punch in your face. So, oh, it's a shame that half his sprite is gone. So this is Jysteam. This is the evolved form. So, use your last Firestone. So anyway, Jysteam over here. I really, really like the designs of these guys. See, he's a water fire. and he's got a great ball. And the reason why I really like Barkush's design is where a lot of Pokemon that are based off the Pokeball, it's something really stupid, and it's like, why does an animal look like a man-made object? I'm assuming it's literally a great ball too, but for the Barkush, it's literally a Pokeball. It's a Pokeball that's just was left on the ground that they hollow out like a hermit crown, and it's awesome. But ours knows the same moves: Withdraw, Bubble Smog, and Vice Grip. So nothing new there, but it is a Water Fire type. So this is Jai Steam. So now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna show these guys off. Look, we're 15 minutes in already. Time flies when you're showcasing Pokemon. So really quickly, we're gonna go ahead and show everybody's back sprites off. So Pop Swipe is here first, and it's missing half of it, but look at how big it is. So what I'm actually gonna do instead is we're gonna do all this in one fight. We're just gonna switch everybody out just to pick up the pace a little bit. So now we have Technut, and then, you know, Technut's here, and it's interesting because these evolutions, their sprites, they seem really big. So it almost makes you wonder, like, how big is the actual Pokemon? So next we've got our shiny bird. Salty was actually really easy to train up. It was one of the few Pokemon I trained up in the other route because it's full of rock and ground and fire types. So it was really easy to train a water Pokemon there. But that was about it. So next we have Free Beer. I don't know why it's nicknamed Free Beer. That's the way it was traded to me. And I'm not going to bother sitting here trying to get it to half health to see the Zen mode. But the Zen mode does appear in the last episode. So next, we're going to throw out Jai Steam, and then we'll actually let our little Baytwee get the experience. Well, actually, the experience, I guess, is going to be shared between everybody. But look at that. It's so cool. I really like that. Alright, so even though the experience is going to be shared amongst everybody, come on out. We gotta show you off anyway, little Cufflink or Baytwee. The thing about these guys, I love the design. It's a little birdie and a little tux. That's so cool. But it's a normal, or a, not a normal type, a flying type. Actually, I think it's normal flying. And I think it stays that way when it evolves as well. We can confirm. But it's just, oh, we're going to sit here. Everybody. That was the other thing. Because it's a trade evolution, it gets boosted experience. So that was super sweet. But it stays a normal flying. And I don't know. I don't understand when you attack normal on it. It just gives more weakness. It doesn't really help with anything. Because unless I'm completely blanking on something. Oh, my internet security popped up. I'm like, wait, what's happening? There we go. But normal's not super effective against anything. So all you're doing is adding weakness, and it just sucks because like this thing, you know, it's wearing a dark tux. This should be a dark type. If they decide to change anyone's typings, it should definitely be the Baytwee line. It should just be dark flying. It's basically Murkrow and Honchkrow, and that's what it should be. And it's one of my favorite design Pokemon besides that. But we just need to kill a couple of these guys, get you out of here, see ya, so we can get you evolved. Oh, so close. Actually, I'm gonna save the game real quick here. So let's go. But either way, this demo has been amazingly fun. I mean, if I wasn't enjoying myself, I would not have taken the time to train all of these guys up. I would not be taking the time to showcase them. You know, I would have flown through the story and been like, yeah, that was it. That was the story. All right, we'll see one of the game updates. Not saying like, because, you know, that's what I do in Insurgents. I love Insurgents. Insurgents is my favorite fan-made game of all time. But when it comes to, when it comes to like Fakemon, if I didn't enjoy the Fakemon, let me finish that thought after little Baytwee evolves. See, like, look at that. It's a Tuxaloon. It's so cool. It looks like a woodpecker with a suit on. And it's awesome. So let's look at him. You see, yeah, he's normal flying. He should be dark flying. He'd be perfect if he was dark flying. Or she would be perfect if she was dark flying. So, wait, level 21? Why do I feel like Am I misthinking? Maybe you do evolve at level 21. Why do I feel like you evolve at level 24 and we were just 23 and we just lost a couple levels somehow? I don't know. I'll definitely look back at that, but I could have sworn. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But you should totally be a dark type. You just should be. But anyway, my thought is, in a demo sense like this, where it's very short, if I did not really enjoy it, I would not have taken the time to do this. You know, that was not a shot at Uranium's fake mon or anything like that. I love the fake mon there too. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just digging myself deeper and deeper into a hole. Anyway, so we've basically shown off all of the mons except, well, actually, we didn't really show the backspread of you off just now. But since we're here anyway, let's go ahead and grab the other person that evolves via stone. Put you in the party, and then we're going to grab you. Come with me. Just so we can grab our starter, because Volpant needs to be with us. Alright, and I believe that'll be shown off everyone. If for some reason there's somebody I might have missed, I don't think there is, but anyway, it doesn't matter. So if you give a Zuzumi a Thunder Zone, the same thing, it will evolve as well. So that's why they give you a Thunderstone and a Firestone, so you can actually access these guys. I love the evolution music. I love the music in general in this game. So this is Hazumi. No, that's right. I didn't use my last Thunderstone. So let's take a look at Hazumi. So Hazumi is a pure electric type, quirky nature, has static, an Arsenal's Thundershock, Growl, and Tail Whip. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing as Barkush. It doesn't learn anything afterwards, but... So we've got 2 more to show off. We're going to read a bunch of Pokedex entries, and then we'll be done. So it should be right around the half-hour mark. Perfect! Alright, so what do we got here? Another Odom. Go, Cufflink! So there we go. God, I love the design of this thing. I don't really, I'm saying that a lot, and I'm like, because I plan on doing a top 10 favorite Pokemon and from this game. And if you're watching this, then you might be getting a few spoilers, because I'm not gonna lie, that bird is on the list. This guy is just kind of eh. Alright, well, we're not actually gonna bother fighting you, because we're just gonna get away. So there you go. There's back sprites, some battles. That is everyone as of this moment. So it's everybody you can get. Well, as far as I can tell, everybody you can get, everybody you can evolve. But let's go into the Pokedex now to wrap this episode up. So we've seen 52 and obtained 47 of them. And there are some Pokemon that just flat out were not available. But anyway, our very first Pokedex entry here is Arsoline, is Tomcat Pokemon. It's fiercely loyal to its trainer. When agitated, electricity flows between the prongs on its tail. So that is super cool, and this just makes me sad. We need that bubble password. We need it. I don't care if it's shiny. It doesn't need to be. And then we've gone through. We've seen all of these people except Passwipe. So Passwipe gorges itself on any food it finds. It is rare to find a trash can in the city that hasn't been ravaged by Passwipe. And it's 2 feet 11 inches, 59 pounds. That fat rat. Then we got Sedic. I'm really interested to see what that new Sedic is like. Allergen is next. Allergen are few in number due to high level required for evolution. If you manage to anger an Allergen, its stinger can penetrate solid steel. Holy shit. Don't piss this bug off. That one thing when you piss off a bee and get stung by it, this thing's gonna fucking kill you. You get stung in the chest by a normal bee, you're like, whatever. You get stung in the chest by this thing and you're dead. Solid steel. Holy crap. Anyway, moving on. So this guy, a trainer had him. We can't get him in the game. We can't get his pre-evolution or anything like that. Banshee. Banshee lurks in city alleyways and in dark spaces between trees and forests. It will never pass up an opportunity to spook a passerby. So he's a dick. Same with these guys. Malbrain. Seafarers often say that seeing a malbrain at sea is an omen of bad luck for the voyage. This is especially apparent in old poetry from over 200 years ago. I wonder why over 200 years ago. I wonder why this thing brings bad luck. Harabrill. Harabrill are irritable Pokemon on a good day and absolutely livid otherwise. They are often found locking horns in combat on mountaintops. Wow, that's really cool. I like that goat. Monglare. An agitated Monglare knows no bounds of power. Luckily, it is not known to have a short temper. So it takes a lot to piss off a Monglare, and when you do piss off a Monglare, you're gonna wish a or an allergen stabbed you in the chest. Is basically what I'm getting from that. Badger. This is the Badger Pokemon. Living in deep holes underground, they rarely come up to the surface. It can dig downwards at incredible speeds. And I believe, we can't get Growlithe in the game just yet. Baytwee. Baytwee having lightning fast reflexes. The scientific definition of a millisecond is actually scarily similar to the amount of time it takes a Baytwee to attack an opponent to... See, I never know how to scroll more. Can I just hit enter? Space? No. I'm assuming it's saying a Baytwee to attack an opponent 2 times. Anyway, Tuxalon. Its claws grip its prey with surprisingly swiftness and accuracy. Tuxalon is often used in family crests due to its regal nature. So, they are a couple of suave, swaggy birds. Hazumi. Hazumi's powerful legs propel it at incredibly fast speeds through fields. These legs are also useful for kicking. Not only can Hazumi run real fast, it kick good too. And Technut. Technut makes use of its extra arms to help it repair large machinery such as cars and airplanes it loves to build. Oh, well that's cool. And Dolomite. The cells hosted in Dolomite's shell have a significant attribute, that makes them incredibly tough. The only thing more tough than in Iglanic is pure diamond. Iglan? I don't know. Anyway, pure diamond, the only thing that's stronger. And Geisteam. Geisteam's regular eruptions emits from the button atop its great ball shell. And I think that's it. And then we're at Frubat, which you can't get in this game either. So that is it. That is everyone. I really hope you enjoyed that. It took a lot of time to do, but at the same time, I did have a lot of fun doing it. As next time we play Ethereal Gates, when there's more story, then we'll have an actual team together and we'll rock with them. We're going to keep doing this all the way through the game. Each time I can get new Pokemon, I'm going to catch new Pokemon, I'm going to evolve them. This is going to continue all the way through, and by the time this game is done, when they have finished it and it's all said and done, however long that takes, we will have a completed Pokedex, and it will be the first time I have ever done it in one of these fan-made with Fakemon games. But if you enjoyed everything we have done with Ethereal Gates so far, then give that like button a nice little poke for me. Scroll on over and poke that subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, take this opportunity to scroll on back and see the adventure we have taken so far. Check out some of the other Pokemon that are showcased, because we've basically done this entire time. Check out some other of the LPs that are going on the channel. The Omicron Funlocke is coming back now that we are all said and done for now for Ethereal Gates. But don't forget to share the video with your friends, leave a comment down below, all that other happy-go-lucky stuff. Let me know who your favorite Pokemon from Ethereal Gates has been that we have shown. And until next time, guys, I'll see you then.